Today I'm going to show you a video about canning. Picked a couple of things from my garden. I need to get them ready in jars. And so come on over and I'll show you what I've done. Save some time, and I peeled the beets. So these are fresh beets. They're just small little beets. I do recommend, you can see the staining on my hand, that you wear some gloves. Now it's really important that when you're canning that you have a hot pot of water boiling and that each jar and lid is sanitized. And they should be sanitized in boiling hot water for about 8 minutes. So these are my pickles. I was just finishing up. I did a couple jars. I'm going to finish slicing them now quickly just so I can show you. Just give them a couple slices. Some people like them whole. My family seems to like the sliced pickles better. Also depends on the size of your pickles. So I've placed my beets in the jars, in sanitized jars. I've placed my cucumbers, pickling cucumbers in the jars. Now I do recommend you use garlic cloves, but if you don't have garlic cloves, you can use whatever you have. I have minced garlic. And I'm just going to throw some in. Okay, so I've added a couple wallops of minced garlic. I'm going to take my dill, I'm going to slice it, and I'm going to shove it into the jars. Just like that. Pretty simple, guys. Do have to say that you have to remember sanitizing the jars is the most important. So we're going to do a couple brines. The first brine recipe I'm going to get for you is my pickles. Now these recipes I collected for many, many years. Chili sauce. Just give me 1 sec and I'll get you my pickle recipe. So, a lot of things coming out of the garden at this time. So I've been pretty busy. So we need vinegar for the beets, water, sugar, and salt. So I'll get you vinegar. Now, I only have 2 jars, and it says 1 liter. Sugar. Measuring stuff here. Okay, 1 measuring cup, 1 liter of vinegar. So I'm going to put ices, 2 cups of vinegar into the pot. $75 milliliters of water, 375 milliliters of water. 250 milliliters of sugar, and 10 milliliters of salt. I use pickling salt. You can use whatever salt you have. Turn it on high till you get it to a boil. So just get this going. Just remember I've got my boiling hot water going from when I sanitized my jars. Something I made this morning is called German honey. It's a honey made strictly of vegetables. It's a German recipe. and it's great on chicken fingers, chicken wings. Secret recipe. Willing to share it to you guys. If I get some likes, I will be happy to spread this information. But moving on with my beets here. My little kitchen. I told you I was redoing, we bought this house for $20,000, so we're just in the middle of redoing it. And this kitchen is not a functioning kitchen for me because I need more space. But we're working on it. I'm excited to show you, in the last week, I had a guest come, and my daughter, what's Grandma's website called?
Crafty Den, go follow her.
Crafty Den came to visit, and she took a video of her backyard. That backyard is now changed again in a week. I've got some exciting things to show you. I've got some new babies. A lot of work was done, built another barn. Can't wait to show you that video. But I just wanted to show you how easy it is to do canning. You can buy a canning set where you can just place the jars into a canning kettle and they'll fit right in, and then you pull them out so you don't burn yourself. I've been doing this for about 15 years. I do recommend you do get it. Me, so used to doing it, I just do it the old-fashioned way. Use what you have. When I moved here from BC, I didn't bring that stuff with me, so I'm back to traditional way, and that is by boiling a big pot of water and being able to do a bath. Now, when you're preserving, you must bath all your jars to keep the seal tight. We want our preserves to last as long as possible. Okay, so this is ready. It wasn't to a complete boil. It was nice and almost to the boiling point. Everything's been stirred up. And I filled everything. I filled the 2 beet jars to the rim. Do you see that? Put the seal on, nice and tight. Nice and tight. Okay, just like that, guys. Done. Your beets are done. Drop it into the bath. 8 minutes. With the dill pickles, it is a different recipe for the brine. So I'm gonna just give my pot a rinse. Turn that back on. Dill pickles. 2 cups of vinegar. 1. 2. 3/4 pickling salt. That's quite a bit of salt. It's 2 cups of vinegar, 3/4 pickling salt. Core salt is the one I use, but you can use regular salt. And 9 cups of water. Now that is going to be for the full pardon me. I'm going to get that going. Doesn't go to a boil. Just to almost the boiling point. Mix it all up. Make sure your salt's all dissolved in. And that'll do a case of pickles. Any questions about canning or preserving, about making jams, how to get jams to set? If you're having any difficulties, just make a comment. I'd like to thank all my subscribers for viewing, watching, and subscribing, welcoming all my new viewers. Please hit the subscribe button to Nan's Kitchen, Pop's Backyard, and I can't wait to show you my newest addition to our crazy little farm. Thanks for seeing us.
Like and subscribe.